Welcome back to Salty Nation. This is Vinny P. And today we are going to talk about H.R. 700 of the 115th Congress, 2017-2018. This bill was introduced by Miss Walorski, and it was referred to the Committee on Oversight and Government Reform. Oh yeah, and this bill was introduced January 24th of 2017. This is a bill to amend Section 552 of Title V, United States Code, to apply the requirements of the Freedom of Information Act to the National Security Council and for other purposes. Can't forget that last one. Alright, so Section 1 is a short title. This act may be cited as the Transparency in National Security Act of 2017. Section 2, the findings. The Congress finds the following. 1. National Security Council, the NSC, is mandated by statute to advise the President with respect to the integration of domestic, foreign, and military policies relating to the national security and to perform such other functions as the President may direct. 2. The NSC maintained an active Freedom of Information Act, or FIA, program and responded to the requests under President Ford, Carter, Reagan, and George H.W. Bush. Number 3. The 1996 case that eliminated the FOA requirement for the NSC, Armstrong versus Executive Office of the President, and it concluded that the NSC does not exercise sufficiently independent authority. Number 4. In the 20 years since the Armstrong case, former secretaries and cabinet officials, including Leon Panetta and Robert Gates, have spoken out concerning the increasing centralization of power at the White House and the NSC in particular. Number 5. The Obama administration issued Presidential Policy Directive 1 on February 13, 2009, which established the roles and responsibilities for the NSC and established the National Security Advisor as the principal advisor to the President. Number 6. The NSC has grown 20 times in size since the 1960s and now has approximately 400 employees. The NSC's growth has accelerated in the recent administrations. The NSC doubled in size to approximately 100 under President Clinton. The NSC doubled in size again to approximately 200 under President George W. Bush, and has doubled again under President Obama to nearly 400 employees. Successive administrations have shifted the NSC's role beyond coordinating and advising as was intended by the National Security Act of 1947, and now uses the NSC as the final approval for military operations as well. General Norton Schwartz, former Chief of Staff of the Air Force, stated the NSC should not be activists. They should have a limited, if any, role in execution. Brent Scowcroft, National Security Advisor to Presidents Ford and George H.W. Bush, stated, I quote, "The basic rule is that you shouldn't have so many people that you can duplicate the work of the departments." End quote. 11. The Presidential Records Act has been applied to the NSC. Given the NSC's growing autonomy and level of responsibilities, the NSC should instead follow the disclosure requirements of the FOIA and be obligated to preserve its records in accordance with Federal Records Act. Section 3. Application of the Freedom of Information Act to the National Security Council. Section 552F1 of Title V, United States Code, commonly referred to as the Freedom of Information Act, is amended by inserting "and the National Security Council" after the Executive Office of the President. Section 4, Application. The amendment made by Section 3 shall apply with respect to any record created by the National Security Council before, on, or after the date of enactment of this Act. I do sort of agree with this bill. Everybody needs to be checked and kept in their place. I also believe that there should be a certain amount of secrecy that the government should keep to themselves, because we citizens, civilians, a lot of you all run to YouTube, make a damn post it on Facebook, whatnot, of everything we're doing, and get people killed. Now, I'm not saying every single one of you out there, but there are the ones that want to see the world burn, and they know who they are. So I'd say I'm for it. I just we have enough alphabet letter agencies out there that we can tone down some, or merge some also, and then oversight. Make sure they're not screwing people over. So I'll say I'm for this bill. Let me know what you think in the bottom at the descriptions. I will have the sponsor and co-sponsors in the description. Also a link. And hit like if you like. If you want to continue following, hit subscribe. Once again, let me know what you think of this in the descriptions. And till next time, this is Vinny P. Peace.